Evening, everyone. Welcome back. Cheese! Welcome the collector and his cheese collection. Good evening, Black Horse Jaffa, the collector, Porter, and Happy Cat. Welcome in, everybody. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah.
Hello, the aroma of freshly toasted crumpets wafts through the air. Happy_cat_lady, care to break bread, or crumpets, together?
Be it crumpet time, or all goes pop as Mr. Smith arrives. Evening as well there, Mr. Smith. Okay, we left off last week. We'd done the first chapters in Paris, and we left it where we were just about to head over to Ireland and go and knock on Gary's door. Oh, hang on, did I turn off yesterday's hillbilly music before you absolutely anything else? Considering that I forgot to put the opening track. What's 99? No, sorry, 93. 93 is turned off. Okay, I can begin. Oh, hang on a second. I'm going to put you on hold again. No, that's not the right button. That's the right button. It's all going so well this evening. Right, I need to go over here. I just looked up my other screen and realised I was missing a panel. So I now need to go and open said panel. Yeah, you know when you get those days where you should have just stayed in bed. Maybe is it spilling over from last night, Mr. Smith? Okay, press that there. Press the red button to initiate it. Wait for it. Okay, test data worked. Well, let's go home, everybody. No comment. I know the hillbilly music is off there. Okay, let's get into the game before anything else goes there weird. So yeah, we're outside the museum. And we're about. Hang on, what was it? It was tab. Yeah, I was just tab so that we could flick between the new graphics, the new redraws of everything, and the original like from the PlayStation. Let's head to the airport. And into the land of the missing potatoes. Hey, look, everyone. It's Gary. He's right there. So this was the original. And here we have... Very sus indeed, I agree. I have a tissue because my nose is starting to run. Because I've run out of medication. And Miss Kitty, welcome in there as well.
Several hours later, I arrived in Ireland, the Emerald Isle. I'd been lucky to get a bus from Dublin to the tiny village of Lochmarne. On the way out, the driver told me there was only one service a day.
Now, I'm kind of hoping today. Well, we will complete Ireland, but depending how long it takes us to complete Ireland, because I can't remember all the bits and bobs, is I'd like us to get to the bit beyond Mr. Shiny. Is the goal.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
I'm George Stobbart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
Yeah, definitely Gary in it.
I'm on the run from me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid.
Evening, Gary.
Your dad.
Oh, sir.
I don't like your
He
attitude,
drinks
Gary D. Steele.
Every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I, see what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year. What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No, only...
What?
Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No.
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Loch Man.
So how far is this from this pub from you, Gary?
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Loch Marn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. Did this clown see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then...
Is that your man, is it?
The clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worse. It was coming from inside the castle.
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
Evening, Shimrock, and welcome in.
Okay, mister.
Is Mystical putting the kettle on for everybody, Jaffa? Oh, everyone place your orders. Mystical's putting the kettle on for everyone. Let's head back in and let's meet the rest of... we'll have to decide which one of them closely resembles Gary the most. So we've met the fella outside. Let's go talk to the old man in the corner, shall we? Let's see what it originally looked like.
Hi there, old timer.
And what's it look like now?
What? Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Halitosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Evening, Mr. V.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Or I love this game. I would have missed tonight. I know the two Smiths and Jackson will be. They would never pick on you. But what trouble's everyone been getting themselves up to? As always, I'll try not to talk over the dialogue so that we can all listen to the story. But what trouble you've all been getting yourselves into today?
Hello there. My name's George Stobbart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
I've been back on the puzzle there today, Mr. V. I think we'll finish our labyrinth one on Sunday night. I'm fairly confident.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
For a second there, I thought you said you were constructing the Black Gate, and I was thinking Lord of the Rings there, Jaffa. It was great till it... Oh, you had rain down your way.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that.
Should have got
Dead?
Glitch to hold an umbrella above you whilst you did all the real work.
A soft fight with our esteemed host, I might add.
Why has Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Or unknown black horse. Was it, what's the point of getting my motorcycle back round? You'll get it back round, then you'll want to straight back out to go riding again. Started organising my factory on... Oh, speaking of the Satisfactory as well, I'm so tempted to build my factories all the way up at the top of that ladder. You know, I'll just come down. Maybe it's a little chunk. Maybe it's about 6 of the 4-meter thingies like high, and build. I think it'll be funny transporting all the materials all the way up to there to build the factories. Have you got one of those? You say you got like the trays to organise the pieces, Mr. V. You should see if you can pick up one of those. You know the foldy out thing, like what I've got, because it comes with these big trays that the bits don't slide off as well, which is good for. Well, you've seen them on the stream when I'm holding them around and stuff. They're handy.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticated. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
Do you know where Pegram has gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped
Not the elusive squares, Porter.
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation.
And if you're making, are you not making spaghetti with the conveyor belts with Mystical?
We can get back to normal.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. Man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
Yes, that's right.
Another bloody news hound. Well, you're wasting your time here, boy. You'll find the people of Lochmarn are a tight-lipped and cautious lot.
Why? Have you got something to hide?
It's just that we don't like to wash our dirty laundry in public.
How can I get into the castle?
Listen, it's closed, locked, barred, and bolted. The castle is as impenetrable as the walls of Troy.
So I can't get in then?
My, you're bright for a journalist.
Goodbye for now.
Good riddance to you.
He's delightful.
Hi, my name's Stobbart, George Stobbart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
So which one are we getting the most Gary vibes from so far, everyone?
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
So I nearly got a standing one on... Porter still goes for the kid outside. Oh, no, not this one for Gary, is it either?
Do you know anything about Pegram's...
Same as Porter, yeah. You're all going for the one outside. It's definitely Gary then.
What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well,
Is it bad storms down your way, Black Horse?
fast food cartons and flavoured condoms, more likely.
It's not me sneezing this time, Collector. It's the fella on the end. Oh, actually, no. There is a way we can sort him out. I'll deal with that in a minute.
Bye for now.
Let's talk to the landlord though first.
Good morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could, if you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the Undertaker comes to collect him.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character. In other words, it's flat and warm with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Yes, he's spreading the dysentery. We just need to give him a harmonica, don't we? I'm sure we had to do something to his glass. I'm trying to remember.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed, I do.
I think we give him the greasy rag to maybe stop him from sneezing.
In a manner of speaking, I am.
Right, me boyo, 160 quid he owes me, pay up.
That's Pegram's business, not mine.
Ah, but he's done a bunk, hasn't he? Scampered.
I know. That's why I'm here,
to look for him.
And what about the money he owes me?
When I find him, I'll remind him about it.
You look like the Everybody Wears Wally fella.
Look, I gotta be going.
Don't change the subject. Are you going to pay me Peagram's rent or not?
No way. Listen, I'm not really his friend. I've never even met the guy. But I need to find Pegram urgently.
Damn right it is.
Excuse me for butting in, Michael, but I think the young fella's telling the truth.
I'm sorry I bit your head off, son.
That's okay, I understand. I guess. Thanks.
Alright, let's see if we can... I think that the bar towel, we need to wait for him to do...
The man's arm lay across the towel, preventing me from moving it.
Because I remember we need that for some reason, but I can't remember off the top of my head what it is that we need it for. Let's wait until he takes another drink.
As
nobody saw that.
On the drink, I snatched the towel away.
You hear the little jingle every time he drinks.
I was about to reach for the pump when I came to my senses. A rash move like that in a strange country with strange customs could be my last.
Is it the warm fuzzy feeling from his pint? I'm sure we give this to this fella, but I don't know quite if it's the right time. Oh, that's right. I just saw on the table there, we want his wire, don't we?
Almost as if he'd sensed my intentions, the old derelict snatched the wire from the table.
Yeah. Alright, let's try again, but we're clicking the right... It gets a bit confusing, to be honest. You know, see, it's better when we haven't got anything on our hands, because you get the two... Actually, I'll show you. You get the two prompts, and then my eyes automatically go to thinking the cursor is on top of, like, say, the mouth if I want that, so I keep on thinking I'm in the wrong place.
Hello again.
What?
You could make use of this tissue.
Before he spills his
Never
pint.
use 'em. Those things are unhygienic.
Maybe we had to slip something into his drink. What have we got in our inventory just in general? Bar towel photograph. Oh yeah, we've got the electrician's ID card that we'll need shortly, which is why we need the wire. Let's talk to the fella in the middle as well, because we haven't spoken to him yet. Yep, he's spreading that dysentery around, Jaffa.
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Have you heard about the gem which Pegram found?
I heard a rumour, but you can't believe everything you hear or see, can you?
Where can I find Professor Pegram?
I heard he's gone fishing. I don't know where.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No. At least I don't think so.
Look closely. He has a scar on his face.
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
Shake my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone.
I don't think he does fool anyone throughout the whole thing. But Jaffa wants to test his new skills after practicing on his mini-gym and challenges everybody to a fight to the death. Exclamation mark HG and or Hunger Games and or other words to those effect. With some that are slightly badly spelt as well, just in case. What we got? There's no teams so far. Everyone's coming in from their own districts. But the 390th games.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
Oh, Mr. V and Jaffa teaming up. No, when you talk to the fiddler, it says, I think that I'll go back in because we did click on him before, but we'll go back in, Gary's rather, and I'll click on him again. But yeah, it comes up saying that he I think he's not listening or words to that effect.
No, I can't because he's not here now. But if I sees him, I'll ask.
The collector comes in from District 3.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Yeah, you've got to be careful throwing things like that around.
I heard that Pegram has found a legendary gem.
That's right. It's been the talk of Lochmarn all week.
You haven't seen the gem, have you?
Hell no.
Let the games begin.
Pegram made off with it. If I was him, I'd go to Amsterdam, chop it up and sell it. He could be living the life of Riley instead of digging holes.
Who's going to be the collector falls in the first round. Oh, speaking of first round, 15 minutes there'll be a Pokemon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our victor, the winner of the Hunger Games, Porter MG. It is with great honor that we crown Porter MG as the victor of the Hunger Games. Your resourcefulness, cunning, and a dash of mischief have earned you a place in the pantheon of champions. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Porter wins. He murdered us all.
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it.
Makes me smack Stargate as well.
But he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Did anyone from the village...
at some point, it didn't take us quite as long as anticipated to make the Pokemon game once I actually sat down and coded it. I need to get the fishing game done. I started it, but never got around to finishing it.
He's never been anywhere near the dig.
He's having you on, mister.
Are you sure Fitzgerald worked at the
wants
dig?
to bouncy with Porter MG.
It was him, all right.
He's all set to marry Jaffa Munchies and are going to kill Happy _Cat
_Lady.
together
only last night.
Run,
Told
Happy.
me that sooner. What were they doing?
Pegram gave Fitzy a box. He didn't look too happy about it.
I knew it. But how am I going to persuade him to part with it?
Break his fingers.
Nah, I couldn't do that.
I could.
Thanks for the offer, kid, but I'll try a more subtle approach.
Chinese burns?
What's Fitzgerald scared of?
Everything and everyone.
So I shouldn't have any trouble getting him to talk.
He's a pushover, but don't scare him too much. Try the soft touch.
He paid Jaffa off.
See you later.
Okay, mister.
Oops. I go in. Before we speak to Bob, we'll speak to the interferer in the corner.
He wasn't listening.
There you go, Gary.
The guy with the fiddle seemed oblivious to everything except his playing. Meanwhile, everyone else in the bar seemed oblivious to him.
Shipment of bulldozers has been delivered to Horton Road for the Collector 30.
Yeah, just don't ask myself, Jaffa, and Mr. Smith to deliver those bulldozers.
McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Pegram.
Oh, and yes, we completely. We completed our mission through the gate. Who did we defeat?
He's a little liar.
We defeated Sokar.
Well, his word against yours, I guess. See you later.
Hey, oh, hang on. What was that? Oh, it's the bar mat. Let's go have a word with this fella here, because actually, we haven't triggered the thing that needs the wire yet, so maybe he's...
Hello again.
Maybe I'm trying to get ahead of myself here. Meanwhile, Jaffa wants to rob the post office.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
Exclamation mark heist followed by numbers equal to or less than what Porter typed in.
When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
I'll see you later.
Let's have a look here.
Somehow, I'd managed to drink the thick, sweet brew. I felt strangely compelled to order another, even though my every instinct warned me against it.
Deliver the bulldozers. Let's have a word with him there.
Excuse me?
Yes, sir?
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven.
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald very well?
I know him enough not to sell him more than...
He's sneezing away in the corner, that fella, isn't he, Collector?
I'm not surprised. He's on medication. It's for his nerves.
There's nothing wrong with his nerves. He's just screwy.
Only myself and Mr. Smith survived. Everybody else got trapped in the post office vault.
Did Pegram stay here?
That's right. In the best room in the house.
That's the one with the bed.
Thanks.
Hello.
I'll keep the engine running outside, Mr. Smith, after you go in with the baseball bat.
Sorry to bother you.
What else have we got here? Can we try and force our way through the back?
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Excuse me?
No customers behind the bar. Ever.
Let's have another drink. I know where we have to go. It's a case of when do we get to the point where it's going to tip and open up.
Somehow, I'd managed... I felt strangely compelled to order another, even though my every instinct warned me against it.
It's been the rest of the night. We could just be clicking.
I'd managed to drink the thick, sweet brew.
Just
I felt strangely compelled to order another, even though my every instinct warned me against it. Excuse me?
Yes, sir?
Can I see Pegram's room?
It's been taken by one of the brothers from the reformatory. They come every year for spiritual refreshment.
That's a good one.
Evening, Jim, mate. Welcome in.
Refreshment is a good full of stout.
I wouldn't want to disturb a man.
The Collector gives up on it. Yeah, that guy is not stopping sneezing anytime soon, Collector.
I don't blame you. That brother's got muscles like a muscle man.
Yeah, we have a clown's nose in our inventory.
Does this false nose mean anything to you?
It's not Red Nose Day again, is it?
I don't know. But
This Jim, have you not seen any of the Broken Sword series over the years that I've been doing
What do you
it?
take me for? And before
This is a point-and-click adventure from the 90s. It was originally on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation where I originally played it. Over the last almost 5 years of streaming, we've played through Broken Swords 1 to 5. And we've also done the Director's Cut of Broken Sword 1 and the remastery Type 1. I can't remember what the subtitle was for the second version of Broken Sword 2, but this is the Broken Sword Reforged. This is a complete 4K remaster, all the artwork. This is the original artwork from the 90s. And this is what they've done now. But I absolutely love the Broken Sword series. It's one of my favorite series, and the Reforged came out last week, so we're playing through this for a little bit. Like this one, Rick Astley, leave them be. Are you going to start singing for us, Jim? you know, Jim's secretly sitting there at home singing away. all of his 90s greatest hits albums all around him.
I don't know anything about the castle. It's only an old
There he goes. But how are you doing there, Jim?
Was asking about the castle.
He said he was a reporter. He was asking about...
What have you been getting yourself up to today?
I could have told him a tale or two about the little people. He might have paid me to hear what he wanted me to say.
Anyway, I chucked him out on his arse.
Good for you, Meg.
Oh no, we've got a duet going. Yeah, I've been a lot better. I'm still coughing though. I will mute the mic when I start coughing. I think it's been almost 3 weeks since I last passed out, which is good. My voice is pretty much there. Very rarely now dips out. I did just put some throat spray in just before the stream as well, which has helped numb it a bit though. I'm trying tonight without one of the other medications to see how I get on. What could possibly go wrong?
Hey, how about another drink?
See him again?
Do you serve cocktails?
I serve
Evening, Queen, welcome in.
No, I'm serious. Have you considered turning McDevitt's into a cocktail bar? Cocktails are chic, cool, and popular with younger drinkers.
What?
Now I'm going to stop the Cuban cigars, have I?
Can you imagine this?
Pinball, pimples, and puke.
Right, I get the picture.
Oh no, there's 3 of them out singing. Are we going to infect Mr. Smith now with another song?
Thanks.
We've got an achievement there.
Hello there again, mister.
Pinball, pimple, and pukes is the achievement we just got.
Did anyone from the village work at Peagram's Dig?
I tried it myself.
Oh, there's also some challenges on the go.
Mystery man called me
Mr. Smith and Porter.
What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Oh no, it's getting onto a quartet now, is it, Gary? Was I, on a serious note, if I ever have to tell you off about your health again, I will inflict mucho pain. Mate, I was in enough pain as it was. I do try. I have been today on the phone with. There's a lady from the council who's been helping us with some things, and she's put me on to this other fellow who also works from the council, we were in like a conference call today with this other place and whichever the department is in the government to also try and get me some extra help as well. But now I have to wait an additional 2 months to find out what the decision is going to be from the thing. As I said like before, I during those like 3 months, I've never been that ill before. Right? I'd never passed out before. I mean, there was multiple streams there, wasn't it? I was on the floor. You know, I think I assume I managed to mute the mic in time, but I was coming to in a heap on the floor with this chair on top of me. The arm here is a bit broken now. I might have to see if I can tighten it. It's like twisted out over from where I've tipped over and hit the ground. The bruises have all gone. There's still like marks on my legs where I cut my legs open a few times. I can't see where the gashes are that went through my head, like from where I smashed there. My teeth are feeling a lot better now after I smacked my face on the table after I passed out. So we're definitely getting improvement. Oh, way up! ! PH everybody! There's a Pokemon on the run. A ditto. Is that like a mimic? Do you know how to freak people out when you're in the bookshops? Just walk into the people at the till and just say, "You do know that any one of these books could be a mimic," and then just walk out. That was good, stuff like that. Things like pneumonia never.
Porter MG failed the contract and was unable to eradicate the ditto infestation at the hair salon.
He didn't get the mimic. But yeah, I mean, last Wednesday as well, I was at the hospital as well because of all the passing out. They sent us to the cardiology department to have like some tests done as well, just to see if there has been any damage as well. But I won't get those results back either for a couple of weeks. They get you in for the appointments, fair enough, but it takes ages before you get any feedback back out of them. But no, it's all been happening over the last couple of weeks as well. Everything that's going on at the minute as well. I know I've discussed like a few things with some of you as to the chaos as well that's happened over recent weeks on top of everything else. You know there's damage when you're shitting. Look out. Or hang on a minute, you're going to make us cough again and we'll end up having to stop again. Bloody hell. My chest is still sore, really sore, because I'm still coughing. But at least I'm not passing out. So I say like to the doctor, and I say to the hypno girl, the lass at physio, she's got these hypnotic blue eyes. But I keep saying like to her, like, just take me out in the field and shoot me, just finish me off. Because I've got me hip, which is a screaming pain, the nerve damage in my arm, which is making every like basic everyday like tasks a nightmare. They got me doctor as well, and I remember Holly as well. I ruined one of her favourite sayings when she says there's light at the end of the tunnel, because I instantly always go back with yeah, but that light is from a truck with a broken headlight. It's going to get worse as the weather gets colder, so it has gotten freezing really quick up here as well. I came up into the room here like before the stream tonight, and bloody freezing. I've had to close the window. I feel like I should put Satisfactory on just to warm the room up when it's from the heat from the computer. Exactly, Jim. Oh, it's okay though. We have a we have someone for that.
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
I know this year just absolutely falling to bits, Jim.
You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He does joined up writing. Would you be one of them?
Hashtag blame Mr. Smith.
That's right, Professor Stobbart, Miskatonic University.
I thought you said you were a reporter.
Funny you should say cyberpunk as well there. Oh, did I put a command in for it? Let's try our luck. There's a 1 in 3 chance that we'll get it. That Ada will say coming soon. But I'm burping up here. The plan is Friday this week we're going to finish Andromeda, do the final 2 missions and the little side quest that goes in between those 2 missions. And the week after, Friday slot will be Cyberpunk. which I'm looking forward to playing again because I played it back when it launched and it was a mess, to say the least.
Yeah, I am, but I studied to be an archaeologist.
How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone until the landlord told me. Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
If I hadn't have been so ill, Jim, we would have finished Andromeda ages ago. It's because if you actually look on the YouTubes and look at the length of the streams, half of them are like so short because I just didn't have the strength to go on.
Bye for now.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Cyberpunk though in a couple of weeks.
Hello.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No.
Ever seen this towel before?
Doesn't it belong on the bar?
Very observant, Fitzgerald.
Which one's Alone in the Dark? Do I have Alone in the Dark? I think Alone in the Dark is a game that I get mixed up with. Between two different games. I'd have to look it up to see a picture of it, to see if I'm thinking of the same game.
What does this tissue suggest to you?
Nothing.
Check out this pass.
Yeah. It's yours, is it?
Not exactly. Do you recognize the name?
Are you flirting with Ada? Mr. Smith will get jealous. Terrified with my cousin and fairly badly rendered chicken thing jumping out through the window. Oh, if you want a giant chicken chasing you, you have to jump over to the YouTubes, Jim, and look for chicken feet. We've done 2 streams of it.
See you later.
But yeah, you should check out that one. Actually, I wonder if there's any more DLC coming for that at all.
Hey!
Maybe it's in time for Halloween.
What do you want to know?
The future of horror games.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
What could possibly go wrong, Jim? Are you off to bed there, Porter? Have a good night there, mate. Try not to cause too much bother, or at least don't get caught. But you have a good night there, Porter. Oh, right. Halloween as well, Jim. We're saying that we will be playing. I don't know what day because I haven't got that far ahead. But on the Halloween week, we will be playing Grabby Simulator because there's a Halloween Halloween level to do.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
I thought my phone was ringing. On one of the nights, though, we will be doing our tradition of continuing with another level of... you don't want that Scottish weirdo man handling you. I thought you enjoyed it last time.
It was an electric pump operated by pushing a small lever.
Is there anyone that we haven't had any dialogue with yet?
Hey! Hello there again, mister. Is it true that Pegram found a valuable gem?
What? First I heard of it.
Take no notice of that fella, Pat. He's a journalist.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who, Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick. Same again.
Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of round coming up.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it.
But we need to get him ran over, the guy with the glasses at the front.
And a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
I think this is the dialogue that I wanted to unlock so that he unlocks to unlock his next dialogue. I think that's the thing that we missed.
Hello.
Yeah, there we go.
Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig. He's seen you there. You might as well admit it.
Oh, we do have a tissue to give to the fella in the corner that's sneezing all the time.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? What did Pegram find at the castle?
The entrance to an underground chamber. It was filled with earth and rubble, and Pegram had us dig it out. We uncovered a secret room, a hidden chapel.
Did Pegram find the gem in the altar room?
I don't know. He made us leave and wouldn't tell us why. Half an hour later he came out, white as a sheet he was. He closed down the dig and locked up the castle, sent us all away.
From the sound of it, Pegram had discovered more than just the gem. So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving.
He went looking for the cheese.
He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
Man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
Oh, there was definitely a crunch there.
Hey, I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy, Michael.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Let's head back outside though.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business.
I know. He needs to play more than one tune, doesn't he?
Coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. Well, the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Is Happy got the snacks in his ready? Is that the registration plate there, Jim? That's an F50. He wasn't from Ireland, that fella. That was the. Remember the clown who did the murdering at the beginning of last week? That was him. You know, so he must have brought the Ferrari over. Oh, here we go, burping again.
Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. I'm just an ordinary guy caught up in a whirlpool of intrigue.
And you're drunk.
Not so.
Yeah, you've been drinking mucky beer in the boozer.
Only a few glasses.
Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
You have to take your phone with you, Collector. Did a couple of. Oh, that's right. You said you were having some extra missions on the Helldivers this afternoon. What could possibly go wrong?
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Oh, 2 seconds. Where's my... Just reaching for a bottle of water because that one's empty. Hold it. There is another area up here that we haven't gone to yet. That's 'cause I didn't see the point of going out there until we were ready. We'll interfere with the switch.
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand. The drain was covered with an iron grating, through which I could hear the rush and surge of running water.
Is this the tyre marks on the road there? Right, we'll head back in.
The plastic cover had been smashed by the Pixie's car, revealing a switch.
The assassin was Gary with his protecting his pot of gold.
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Oh, I wonder if we can look at the menu.
The menu was limited. It read, "No food today." I didn't care. I'd lost my appetite somewhere over the Irish Sea.
We need the glass washer to break.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I don't want anything.
Just give me a shout when you do.
Should we have another drink?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Or maybe...
I don't want it.
Just give me a shout when you do.
Maybe should we leave the empty glass? Maybe he'll take it away and wash it.
Hello again.
Just keep drinking. Just constantly keep drinking, Collector.
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
Were you aware that Pegram was conducting an archaeological dig?
I don't meddle in other people's affairs. They don't interest me.
I'll see you later. Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Give me another beer, dude. Give everyone another beer. Let's party, guys.
I think you've had enough, don't you?
Hey, listen. Is it supposed to
He's
taste
sneezing
the way
all
it
over the
does?
place.
Goatpeline stout is brewed from the finest chemicals in the world.
I'm hoping his pump doesn't work now, though.
I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I can fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh, well, at least the glass washer is still working. It's not my dear, is it?
It just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Well, no. Isn't that marvelous? Ah, here's a house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer. And when you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
It was an electrical plug attached to the glass washer.
You want to toss his what there, Happy?
I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug. Seemed fine to me.
But we need the wire off the fella. Is there anything that we can... Definitely certainly doesn't want this tissue. Or maybe it's when he sneezed and we can grab it off him. Hang on. Let's wait until he fiddles with it. Wait for it to appear actually on the ground. Maybe we can just whip it away. Like we whipped the bar towel away. Come on. Put it on the table. Oh, this thing, it not clickable. The little white thing on the table.
Oh, no, you don't.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sure we don't give him the tissue.
Hello again.
What?
Definitely more.
What does this red nose mean to you?
I suppose you're collecting for charity?
No, I'm not. I want to know if you've seen someone wearing a nose like this.
No, I haven't.
I'll see you later.
I think we're standing in the right position. I'm going to see if we can grab it. Right, here he goes. He's fiddling with his wires. There we go.
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed this piece of wire.
Okay, now we're going to make a very professional repair on this socket.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire. I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions.
Excuse me, Mr. Leary.
I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half-pint to that man on the house.
Only a
Now,
half pint.
could you take a look at the beer pumps?
Well, I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
Here we go, downstairs.
What a dumb place to store a flashlight. A dark cellar.
The only way I was going to find anything down there was to feel around.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Need that lift to open so we can see in here. I think we have to unlock that first. Let's go upstairs for a moment. Oh, unless I did unlock it. Sometimes it lets you fast travel out. I was just trying to double click on it to jump us straight outside there. Now, are we pulling this up by hand, or are we going to use our tool to pull it up? By hand.
I lifted the trap door, and an overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below. I looked down on a stone-tiled floor, way too far to jump.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough G's
Exclamation mark
to go
HG
around.
and volunteer as tribute.
McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut.
In the Hungary Games.
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
Jim, Mr. V and Jaffa all coming in from District 11. So far the only team. Right, let's get back down that cellar before we cut the strings on that fella's fiddle.
Then I
One
noticed
flashlight.
a flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open trap door. It was Peagram's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. As I held it aloft, I realized the fascination it could command. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
Happy Cat got
If you want
killed.
to do me a
Ladies and
favor,
gentlemen,
keep a
we have our
lookout for that
victor,
guy in the
the
suit.
winner of the Hunger
Okay.
Games.
But it'll
Vivon,
cost you a
the
packet of
puppeteer.
chips.
Vivonth manipulated
Oh,
the
and
minds
shout
of
if you
arena
see that
wildlife
Ferrari.
to orchestrate an animalistic frenzy, causing happy_cat_lady to be torn apart by savage beasts.
Happy Cat was torn apart by savage beasts. Mr. V is the victor. Well, it's usually Mr. V or Happy Cat. Murderers. Oh, we know the sneezing thing. I'm getting mixed up. It's Simon the Sorcerer 2, where you give the guy the mucky rag in the goblin camp, and it stops him from. I'm getting my point and click adventures from the 90s mixed up.
Hi.
Vengeance achieved.
Well, now, what if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
Constipation.
I was a little out of practice.
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? A poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Is that Irish logic, Gary? I'm going to grab that for later.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him,
Shipment
all right.
of cherries has
That's
been
me
delivered to
nephew,
Lanchester for the
idiot
collective
responsible
30.
for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the
Oh, the
car?
collector got the cherries.
But he has been abducted.
I thought Mr. V was waiting for them.
That's a relief now.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
True.
Good book.
Berries and cream.
book?
Oh,
It's a
hurrah.
passport to a
Berries
world
and
of
cream.
fantasy and
Berries and cream.
imagination.
Happy
Yeah, what's the
underscore
title?
cat underscore
Creative
lady loves
shelving
berries
for
and cream.
beginners. The 1978 edition.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvelous. I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
Yep, that sounds about right.
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
And to climb it immediately. We never looked to see what it originally looked like versus what it does now for these frames.
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
Okay, we'll take out our sewer thing. Ram it in the hole.
I ended the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
And now we go to face our destiny. Yeah, they've done an amazing job. Redrawing it all from scratch, based on the original. Oh, Nemesis. The Nemesis returns in the later games as well. So this is what we had originally with the evil goat. I think it's at the 4th one where the evil goat returns. Now, we have to get its rope tangled.
It's a rusted piece of iron. Maybe part of a plow or something.
If I remember right, the solution is really easy. However, I can't think what it is right now. But George needs to get killed a few times first, though. It's tradition. You try and use the hand buzzer on it.
It was the fiercest, meanest-looking old goat I'd ever laid eyes upon.
Hey, Billy.
The animal fixed on me with an evil glare. Behind the malice and resentment, there was a cool intelligence.
How you doing, boy?
I felt as threatened as I'd been by the assassin and his goons in Paris.
Hey, Billy.
The goat responded with a cool and penetrating stare.
Okay, what have we got? See, we need to move that. Oh, maybe it was a speed thing. Hang on. Maybe it's that simple. Click on that hole number 1. Spam click. Go, George, you muppet. Ha! We defeated the goat. Unfortunately, I was still clicking and we missed the dialogue. What it looked like originally.
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was. Plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints.
So is that in our inventory? Okay. So we need to make an impression so that this thing is the key that's up there. It's cocaine. Yep, that's the secret of it. No, we did Cocaine Delivery Simulator on a couple of Saturdays ago, Jim. Because it's SnowRunner. It's a different type of snow.
As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
You're thinking the same thing. Right, we need to pour the plaster in there, and then we need to do, it's like a time trial thing, to wet the bar thing, then bring the water up here to make the key impression. Because George can't put his back into it to lift that up there.
Plaster on the sand until the holes were filled.
Right, let's head on up here. Oh, hang on a second before we'll do this bit first, then we'll worry about that in a minute. Run, George, run. Did we look? We didn't look at the bottom frame, did we, for the original view? We'll have a look when we get down here. There we go. So that's what it looked like originally. Where's the bit I need to click? Just off screen here. So head down to the bar. Basically, we have to go to the furthest point away, then all the way back up here. Here's what we need to do. Because we need to start from the basement. We couldn't just ask for a glass. You know, borrow a glass. Okay, cloth. Wet it.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
Can I turn the tap on then?
The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
Ooh. Oh, that's the thing, because there's a bit in the cutscene at the end where this is all flooded. Because we're just going to leave the tap running.
I held the towel under the faucet and soaked.
Yeah, we were delivering Ada's special supply, were we? I'm going to try using the double-clicky, fast-travel-y thing just between these doors to save time. Remember back on the original PlayStation playing it and you had the cursor to slowly move it back and forth with the controller across the screen? You saw it, we would used to like try and move it across in time so it was ready up here to spam up the to the next zone. Oh crap. Clicked on the help menu. Climb up the thing. So we have to defeat the evil goat this time. Up we go. Down the hole. Inventory. Wet towel.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster. I eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand. Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the statue. I placed the fragile plaster cast back on the ground.
Click on there first before we do the obvious.
I tried in vain to move the panel. Behind the altar was a carved panel decorated with animals, birds, and plants. I eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand. Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the statue. The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
It's amazing how all these things function after hundreds of years. Back in Paris.
So, where did you stay last night?
At McDevitt's. I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead. Then Leary woke me in the middle of the night to help bail out the cellar.
The cellar was flooded?
Yeah, some idiot had left the faucet running.
And you say Pegram has disappeared?
Without a trace. But my visit wasn't a complete waste of time.
Pegram's gem?
The Templars' gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
I've been reading about Pegram in this magazine.
The media got its claws on him.
Yeah, if I was his agent, I'd get him to lose the pipe.
That dig must have been pretty important to him. He resigned his chair at Durham University to go to Ireland. And now he's disappeared. See what you can find out about Professor Pegram.
I'll speak to the university. What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man. What do you know about Professor Pegram?
I've seen a television program, Pegram's Past. He's written a book, The Crusader Families of Ireland.
Oh, it's raining at the collectors. That's what I was saying before as well. Black Horse, is it raining down your way badly? But there'll also be a Pokemon on the go, and Happy Cat got it.
I can't sit here all day.
What's she got? The Ion Cannon? Oh, I think you're going to win that. It's got 60 health.
Museum. And why don't you see if Otto has heard anything?
One hit killed.
Okay. Anything else I can do for you while I'm out? Shopping, a trip to the laundromat?
Just take care of
Happy
yourself.
_cat_lady completed the contract and eradicated the execute infestation at the polar station. Using the ion cannon.
At the polar station? You blew up the Arctic or something. Oh, we got another achievement. I will go for all the achievements. We'll probably miss a few as we go there. Dude, one shot wiped it out. Well, no, if it had been one of the more difficult ones, that only had a health of HP of 60. Let's go to the police station first. I think this is the only time you actually have to come to the police station. And speak to Moo. Maybe it's just like in Gears.
That's correct. You remember me.
Oh, what's the name of...
Data is part of my duty as a gendarme. That is how crime is fought, through attention to detail, not intuition.
Oh, what was it called in Gears of War? The orbital cannon thing. If that covers it, yeah, good mooning. I love that show. Hello, and you got Hello in Dad's Army. I love those. Oh, 2 seconds, I'm sliding off my chair a bit here. As you would say this only once. What do we want to speak about? Start from there.
Have you heard of a man called Marquet?
Yes. He used to be known as the Mole of Montmartre. I heard he's been hospitalized, probably by one of his rivals.
But what were they doing with the flying helmet and the wet celery, though?
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantow.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No, but...
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
I'm trying to be helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
Which hospital was Marquet taken to?
The Hagenmeyer Clinic, in the Avenue des Hérissons.
That's the information we need to know. Oh, let's try the electric buzzer on him.
Would you like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
See you later, Sergeant.
Right, let's head on out. Oh, is it stop for now? Your place isn't on like the floodplain or anything for your area, is it, Black Horse? Where were we going to the oh, there we go. See the loony bin. Most places look like it's a garden centre than a hospital.
Managed to retain some of its original grandeur, but the modern additions look like a baseball cap on a statue of a medieval saint.
Well, let's see what it looked like originally as we head in.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Oh.
Is this the Hagenmeyer Clinic?
That's correct.
I thought I was in a garden center.
Oh, the plans. They were my idea. A little greenery to evoke the spirit of nature. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Jacques Marquet.
Oh, yes. Are you related to our client, sir?
Yeah, I'm his, long-lost brother.
A brother half his age with a different name and an American accent.
Yeah, people always say that. I blame Mom. We were separated at an early age.
After a mix-up in the nursery at the Oakland shopping mall.
I've never heard anything so ridiculous in all my life.
I guess not. So, do I get to see Marquet before the funeral?
That attitude will get you nowhere. My instructions were quite clear. No one gets to see Marquet. So unless you can prove you're a relative or a close acquaintance, you're wasting your time here.
Do we still have the ID badge from the
Look at this
electrical
ID
one?
pass.
So you're Merlin. Marquet's been asking for you.
For me?
Yes. He was shouting your name when they brought him in here. Now, let me see. He was on Ward B12, as I recall. Oh, he's being transferred to... Oh, dear. He's on Ward J2. That's... Nurse Grendel's ward.
What's so bad about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off the Marquis de Sade. Everything, I mean everything, is done to a strict routine. 6 o'clock, alarm call. 6:10, bowel movement, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result. Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's dogs.
She sounds like
I was wondering about that, Gary.
And then some.
But what was that as well? Sorry, Black Horse. Over the years, this area has flooded. Oh, thinking of flooding, I forgot to send you that link, collector. I have to stick a reminder in. I'll reshare the flood videos that I took a few years ago. So he's gonna have a spy. And what's that? There? You're building a waterworks by. Oh, on the top there, Black Horse, where the waterfalls are.
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
You're welcome.
We're going to go here now and meet a very important person. It's Mr. Shiny. A few minutes later. Evening, Frodo.
Hi, my name's George Stobbart.
Apparently he got lost in the face.
Call me George if you like.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's my name.
My name's Benoit, but everyone calls me Bunny.
Bunny?
That's right. I used to have this cute habit when I was a kid.
Keep it to yourself, Benoit. Forget it. Hi, my name's
Why is he talking to Timmy Mallet?
Really? If you wish to make an appointment, see the receptionist.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'm looking for a guy named Jacques Marquet.
In which department does he work?
He doesn't. He's a patient.
I see. You do realize there are strict policies regarding visiting hours, don't you?
This is important. I have to talk to Marquet urgently.
We make no exceptions to the rules.
It's a matter of life and death.
The well-oiled running of this hospital is a matter of life and death. That's why we have rules.
Thanks for your help.
Let's go here. A bit too Disney. Yeah, I was thinking, it looks more like a friendly cartoon character until you speak to him.
If Nurse Grendel is that bad, how come the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
Oh, you mean she's been here a long time?
No. I mean, there's not a man in this clinic who hasn't sprawled out on her.
I was beginning to get the picture. This woman was jealous. with a big green capital J.
What's the Elvish word for friend?
How do I find Nurse Grendel's ward?
Down the corridor on the left, turn right at the senior consultant's washroom. Right again at the executive coffee lounge. Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2. And good luck.
The administrator's sauna.
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
I'm glad that it got their priorities straight in the hospital here. So now we get to meet Mr. Shiny.
As I turned the corner, I saw the source of the hellish noise which echoed through the corridors. It was an industrial polishing machine with an odd-looking guy in tow.
He's definitely escaped from the loony ward, hasn't he?
Yes. I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah? What's your secret?
Why, it's easy. All you have to do is smile and whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
It's a deal.
I was about to say something as well, because all these people in Paris, and there's very few of them actually speak with a French accent.
Do you know a nurse called Grendel?
Sure I do.
Is she on duty today?
Yeah. End of the corridor, ward J2.
Have you seen any unsavory characters lurking about in the corridors?
No, sir, I haven't. But I've got nothing to worry about. What's that, Mr. Shiny? You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet you would. With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
It must be a great comfort.
He is.
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
How come you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you?
No,
I don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted. I heard them snorking behind me back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull through.
Whatever you've got with this metal mop-foot is probably a fine and noble thing.
It is? Say, it's not every day I meet someone as crazy as me.
Evening Bart as well there.
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
See you later.
Yeah, take care now.
Now we've got to upset this fella. Because I need a jacket that's in that cupboard. Hey, Mr. Shiny has a good capacitor on him there.
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Quick, give me the mouse, give me the mouse. Give me the mouse. Let me click. There we go.
Dr. Stobbart at your service.
It's every Wednesday, Jim. But you have a good night there, Jim, mate. Thank you for coming in. I'll just continue to cough my insides up. But you have a good night there, Jim. My goal is to complete this chapter, which shouldn't take too long, realistically. And then, because then that'll be a good point in the story to where to wrap.
Oh, hi. Is this Ward J2?
Yes, sir. The patients are ready for your inspection, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. Well, who's first?
Monsieur
But you have a good night, though, Jim.
What's his problem?
He's been complaining of loss of consciousness.
You're playing the Disney shit again. Straight to the dungeon, Jim.
She gave me a long, narrow metal box and a stunning smile. Thanks. Hi, I'm Dr. Stobbart.
Hello, Doctor.
The nurse told me you keep losing consciousness.
That's right. I've had the problem as long as I can remember. It's a real out-of-body experience. Like death, but not so conclusive.
I see. How long does it last?
Just a fraction of a second, and then I recover.
I might not have been a doctor, but I was formulating a diagnosis all the same. This guy was nuts. I know exactly what you mean. It's known in the medical field as blinking.
Is it serious?
Of course it isn't serious. It's perfectly natural.
But just think, 2 seconds every minute? Why, that's almost half an hour every day. 2 weeks out of every year spent in total darkness.
I don't have time to listen to this baloney.
Once again as well there, welcome in there, Bart. You join us for Broken Sword Reforged. The guy on the left there. He's been there that long. He's been unconscious and just grown the beard. But yeah, an awful lot of British people all around here. Doesn't matter what country you go to around here.
Well, goodbye and good luck.
Thanks, Doc.
Let's walk past here and see what this grumpy chap has to say as we try to get where we're going.
Doctor,
What is it?
you haven't taken my blood pressure.
Oh, there's no beard on him in the in the original.
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
Of course I am.
No, you're not. Dr. Monroe never did it like that.
I can't take a satisfactory reading while you're excited like this. I'll come back later.
Now, I think we have to get the student teacher, the student doctor even, to help us on this one. Let's just get past Mr. Shiny. If you go back like 4.5 years through the clips, you'll find our original playthrough when we played through the PlayStation version. There's like multiple clips that we made back then of Mr. Shiny. I think we can give the fella this.
Hey, Benoit.
And he might come with us. Or might have to have a conversation. We shall find out.
I need to shout. What do you want?
What do you know about this piece of equipment?
It's a device for measuring blood pressure.
I think we have to strike up a conversation with him.
Hey, Benoit.
These doctors don't have much to do here, do they?
Yes, sir?
What do you know about this piece of equipment?
It's a device.
Do you know anything about a patient named Marquet?
No, sir, I don't know much about any of the patients.
I've never met a doctor who admits that he's only human.
I'm only a trainee, sir. I'm sure I'll get the hang of things.
Do you know the nurse on Ward J2?
No, monsieur. This is my first day here. I can't wait to get my hands dirty. I was talking about treating my first patient, of course. I didn't mean to get my hands dirty with a nurse.
Oh, yes, he did.
See you later.
Excuse me, sir. You must be the new boy.
Yeah, I must be.
Well, stop wandering about and make yourself useful. Bunny, come here, boy. This is Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him?
Do your own babysitting, Gramps. Who do you think you are, anyhow?
I am Felix Hagenmeyer.
And may I say what an honor it is to meet you in person, sir. You are on my medical wall of fame. Right up there with Pasteur and Leary. I look on it as a privilege, no, an honor, to look after your nephew, sir.
He is fresh out of medical school. It will open his eyes to see a real doctor on the job.
I'll bet.
Show him around. Let him see some real suffering.
So long, Hagenmeyer.
Okay, I'm hoping he's going to come with us now. Yep, he's coming up the corridor. So we'll take him past Mr. Shiny.
Could you take a look at the client in bed number 3 now? His name is Eric Sopmarsh.
What's his problem?
He's delirious. He just now came out of theater. He's recovering from major surgery.
I'll have him up and about before you can say, Lazarus, get out of your bed and walk.
Hello? Anybody home?
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Stobbart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem is you stayed in bed too long.
Are you sure you're a qualified doctor?
You better believe it.
Someone's just come out of surgery, you know.
See you later. Hey, Benoit.
So we need to shut this fella up so we can get past.
There's no need to shout. What do you want?
Here, take this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something.
Oh, doctor.
What now?
You didn't finish taking my blood pressure. You don't have the first idea what you're doing, do you?
I'll come back when you've recovered your manners. Hey, Benoit.
A lot of walking back and forth around this bed there is. Complete the animation and get into position.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready with that pressure gauge?
Primed and ready to pump, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Use it on Eric Sopmarsh.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we can jump into here.
Rather you than me, pal.
He's looking a bit beaten up.
Marquet?
Yes. I am Marquet. I've been expecting you.
You have?
Well, what are you waiting for? Get it over with.
I just want to know what I should do with the gem.
The Lachmar gem.
Yeah, right here in my pocket.
I thought you were one of the assassins.
Not me. I never inhaled.
So, you were sent in my place?
Yeah. You could hardly make the trip to Ireland in your condition. What should I do with the gem?
Deliver it to the Grand Master quickly. Tell him that I have found the tripod.
Right here in Paris.
What, you have it?
Not yet, but it's being taken care of. I hired a couple of stooges with a flair for petty crime.
Would that be Flap and Guido by any chance?
You?
Look at Jaffa.
We've met. What about the Hashashin?
Is more likely to have followed Klausner. He'll stop at nothing to prevent the reforging of the sword.
And that's bad, is it?
As for Klausner, he has gone off to Syria on a wild goose chase.
They have geese in Syria?
He has a theory about the location of the...
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of course.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. Herr Hagenmeyer was to hear that.
Okay, I'm going. I'd learned all I could from Marquet anyhow.
Oh, there you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you. I finished with your pressure gauge.
Thanks, Bunny.
What's that noise? It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
It's all right. The doctor's in there with him.
Are you sure he was a doctor?
Oui, monsieur. He showed me his ID. It was Dr. Braille.
There's no Dr. Braille working here.
He's an imposter. The door's locked. Help me, officer.
Stand back, monsieur.
I found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Yeah, he talked. For the very last time.
He's dead.
Yeah, killed in cold blood by a bogus doctor.
That's despicable. What kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor and take advantage of a dying man? Was it Khan?
No, I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan. He got away, out the window. Have you ever heard of the Hashiashin?
No.
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
His biggest enemy was the bogus doctor.
Don't remind me. That guy was evil. He had wild, staring eyes like a dead fish. I'll never trust a doctor again.
Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves. I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one, Rosso or Sergeant Moo? Oh, but you're referring to Andre.
I'll let you work it out.
He says that like that, but we haven't actually met Andre yet. It's just, you know... Okay, we've got... Actually, what have we got in our inventories before we continue? We've still got the pressure gauge. Where is it? Menu options? Save game. Saving game. Because that, ladies and gentlemen, I think is a good point in the story to leave it till next week, where we'll continue... Next week we will do Paris and Syria. That'll be the mission like laid out for next week. But for now, who have we got that we can go and say hello to? You fancy a bit of Satisfactory? Should we go and see Eddie? He's playing Satisfactory. Copy. Oh, I'm burping away here. But I hope you enjoyed that there. As it will return next week with more Broken Sword. Tomorrow night, actually, what are we doing tomorrow night? What day is it? Oh, Foundation tomorrow, so we've got another new game. Similar theme to what we played last Wednesday. No, sorry, Thursday. It could have been Wednesday. I don't know, last week. But a different style of the same game. I'm looking forward to seeing what paths they'll carve out in there in Foundation tomorrow. Let's just hope, Gary, that I don't accidentally alt F4 the game like we did. the Satisfactory update dropped, and then it was a case of alt F4 out of the game, basically, to download the Satisfactory 1.0 update. Okay, let's jump over. We're going to go say hello to Eddie there. He's playing a bit of Satisfactory. So once again, thank you all for watching. Have a good night. And if I finish coughing my guts up, we'll see you all next time.
Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.
See